2, 1.
The most diverse top 4 in the So You Think You Can Dance universe coming up right now. We're going to talk about it, all things happening.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes. I feel like they should have us like in our
Yeah. So much room.
sequence.
Oh
We
la
do
la.
have so much room.
Oh la la. Ooh, it's so exciting.
So exciting. Oh my gosh.
So many great things happening.
All this room right here to just dance.
Yes, and talk about such a great episode.
All right, what's up, y'all? Good to see you. Well, there's just 2 of us here
Yay!
tonight in
Yes.
studio, but we are so glad you're with us. I am Becky Sattero. You can find me on all social media at Becky Sattero.
Amazing, and I am Tiege Dooley-Panko, and you guys can find me at TiegeDP everywhere. We have the live chat open, so we're ready to talk and hang out. So come on in and let us know what you think.
Yes. Oh my
Yay!
gosh. And then there were 2. No, we miss Asaph. So Asaph
yes.
is out
He'll
in
be
the
back.
world. He will be back
Next week.
Yes.
Talking the finale! Can
I
you believe
know.
we're already there? It's
I'm-
already happening.
I'm still listening to the music in my head. Like we
It's
get a
amazing.
soundtrack.
I love it.
It's so good. You know, this season flew, but we get treated with an
Right?
extra week because technically
Yes.
the finale was going to be last week, the 18th. It is now the 25th, and no one got
Yes.
to go home. So
Yes, and it was nice. It was a nice episode.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was, you know, it was kind of one of those episodes where everybody can just appreciate what's going on. I think everybody's really exhausted at this point, but I do think that it was kind of nice for them to have one final, you know, dance with their partner and kind of appreciate everything the whole season. So I loved it. It was a great episode.
I agree. And they had Mia Michaels back, which we'll
Yes,
talk about.
how
Oh,
exciting!
and then a collaboration with Travis Wall and Chris Scott. It was just, what a
Yes.
great night of dance. I mean,
Yes.
they didn't have to worry about anything going on in terms of people going home and sad news. It was just, they could just sort of celebrate. So,
right? Exactly. It
yay.
was great. It was awesome.
and I feel like, you know, the elephant in the room, I do need to mention that I know we were hard on the top 4 last week, and you know, we talked a lot about Logan and him going home, and I know there was sort of that aftermath of sadness. People were sad to see him go, but I just want to focus on celebrating our top 4. I mean, they were incredible. They really, really excelled last night. Anyway, Monday night. So incredible.
They did. They excelled, and I think it was a great night to showcase everybody's talents.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I mean, the opening number, okay, Nappy Taps, right off of the top. Nappy Taps coming back to So You Think You Can Dance was just monumental in
Yeah,
itself.
Nappy Tabs, they're incredible, and that Nappy Tabs performance
Yeah.
was my favorite. I'm going to say it now, my favorite routine of the entire season. I know I've
Yes.
had some favorites, and it's favorite group routine because it's
Sure.
right behind Brian Friedman's group routine
Mm-hmm.
opener, which was also incredible. But I'm gonna say that was my favorite. Nappy Tabs, I love you. They got the crowd involved.
Yes.
It was amazing. The visuals, the props. Wow.
Nappy
Incredible.
Tabs for the win.
They
Always.
never
Disappoint.
Never
But again, the musicality, the concept, then you have the all-stars and our contestants. It was just next level.
Next level. I can't even wait. And you know what? We're already talking about it in the group chat. And so
Love it.
before we get into dances, I just want to say, OMG, you guys, we're going to see Travis Wall dancing next week with Lex.
I can't even.
I am
can't
shaking
even.
in my boots.
I can't even. I don't even.
I am so excited.
Well, the entire studio is shaking.
I may have made the whole studio shake. I think it's the most exciting thing
Oh,
ever.
so
but
good.
That
So
was one
good.
of the fun things we learned
Sure.
the other night.
What an exclusive. I mean, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, I think it'll be really fun.
And he
we
talked
haven't
about
seen-
it in your interview, too, what the
Yes,
concept is going to be.
yes.
So if people didn't see that interview, check it out. But tell people what
yeah.
that's
So
about.
our interviews are also online. If you guys haven't checked them out, we got some good insights this week behind the scenes,
Yeah.
backstage.
BTS.
And so originally Nigel had told us, and then I confirmed with Travis, and he said, yeah, Lex and I had a duo on Shaping Sound. So check out the interview. There's more information there, but
Great.
really,
Ooh.
really exciting. Because everybody loves Travis's work, but then when you get to see him actually dance too, it's like a legend. It's like watching Magic Johnson play basketball.
Well, and like we talked about, Lex has just absolutely delivered every single type of dance that they've given him. He's obviously a front runner and now a top 4. So seeing them two combined together in one dance is going to be such a little visual snack. And we also know that Travis loves Lex. I mean, just in terms of their camaraderie, they've danced together before, and you know that's going to be such a treat.
It's going to be amazing.
And speaking of Travis and Chris, so they got to choreograph our top 4. Loved this routine. I mean, the whole concept of the elements and the earth, wind, fire, all of that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What did everybody think online? Tell us, and what did you think?
Tell us what you guys think about the element dance. I thought it was really good. I was a little bit overwhelmed by the camera angles, and I feel like I didn't get a full grasp on it because I know it was shot before the actual live show. So I didn't see it all together as much as I wanted to.
Right, because you were there live.
Yes.
I watched it on TV, so it was extraordinary on TV. So it might be
well,
just the difference.
I've watched it back.
Sure.
And I just feel like I was just missing like it was more individual, which was very cool. Sure. I liked it a lot, but it wasn't I visually, it wasn't my favorite number of the night.
Got it.
But I did love it. I thought it was great.
But I mean, it was so creative to showcase all 4 of them in their element, because that's essentially what, no pun intended, but that is what they did. Is each of them got kind of their moment. I don't know. It was really it's beautiful. So many great pictures and shapes, and then oh my gosh, Taylor coming down from the ceiling.
Yes, that was really cool.
Wow,
that was really cool.
Extraordinary. So, and then we got to officially start off our night with Kiki and Taylor's Cha-Cha. Fire.
Yes.
Fire.
How exciting.
What'd you think?
Well, first of all, major props to Taylor. I'm sure she was so stressed out because, you know, Kiki, the ballroom expert, I mean, that's a lot of pressure. Yes. But also, it probably makes you feel a little bit more comfortable and you know, you're in good hands. You're with Kiki. You can't go wrong doing ballroom. Such a good partner.
He was there for her the whole time.
And you know, that is such a big deal in ballroom. If you have a really great male lead, then you're set. So I think that it worked to her benefit, and I think she shined, and I think he shined. It was an amazing routine.
100%. And I loved that Mary commented on the lock steps, that she was there with him. I mean, that footwork is so important, and she was there with him the entire time, the entire dance. And it's cool to see, you know, obviously Kiki, that is his specialty. And she was up there. She kind of rose to the occasion, and it was beautiful. I loved it. Choreographed by Anya.
We saw a sexy side of Taylor this episode. It was kind of a theme we saw in quite a few numbers. This one and Black and Gold. She was really hot this episode.
I feel like, and that's kind of what I mentioned in the intro there, I feel like the theme of this episode was diversity. All of them showed such a different side to themselves. I mean, we saw Kiki do cha-cha. We saw him do his contemporary, two contemporaries, hip-hop. I mean, there just was so much variety. Right. And I could not have wanted anything more. Like, they just delivered all 4 of them the entire show. So amazing cha-cha. Oh, and then we got a little Broadway from Lex and Koine.
Yes, amazing.
Oh, I shouldn't say little. That
was such a cute routine.
So good.
And I talked to Lex after the show about the fact that I think it was perfect timing for a performance like that, because in the beginning of the season, I'm not sure it would have landed the way that it did now. Now we know Lex's personality. Yes. Now he's kind of come out of his shell a lot, and I think he had so much fun on stage with Koine and you know, performing in the facials. He was so cute out there. So I think it was a perfect time, and it was a perfect number for this episode.
And people are craving personality from him. I think even just like we talked about in previous weeks, the personality was just lacking. He was a technician, he's flawless, but we just wanted more playfulness from him, and this is exactly what that delivered. I feel like Koine just really kind of used her personality too, and allowed that to kind of, you know, he was able to draw from that as well. Oh,
right, exactly.
So good. Their chemistry was amazing, and I agree with Mary. Like, I was not expecting that performance from Lex. Like, I was just chuckling. I don't know.
I know, it was so cute. It was so good. It was a sweet number, and I thought it was really well choreographed and really cute story. I loved it. Yeah, I loved the whole thing. So good. And I mean, what a way to just sort of, I hate to use the word peak, but peak, you know, like they were able to really come to bring this to the table at such a pivotal point in the competition too. Right, absolutely. And we know that they're using the votes from the previous week and this week for
the finale. So 2 weeks of votes.
Right. I know.
Woo! Did everyone vote? That's what we need to know. Did everyone vote?
Did everyone vote? And who did you vote for? Tell us in the chat.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we talked about it. You can't assume that people are voting because...
Right, and that's what's scary too, because, you know, we talked about it with Logan, and we talked about it, you know, hopefully people are voting for...
their favorite dancer.
Favorites. And even if you think they're getting votes, you might as well throw in a vote.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And then what was really fun about this episode is that, or this particular evening, is that they allowed the top 4 to pick their favorite dance with their all-stars. So that was a treat. So we got to see already another dance that, you know, or we get to see it the second time. So
right.
We got to see Kiki and Jenna do their contemporary by Mandy Moore, I believe is the one. Yes, contemporary by Mandy Moore. Wow. I loved this.
Yeah.
Like leaps and bounds. I'm not just saying this. Like I loved this leaps and bounds more than the first time. And I feel like the theme with each dancer doing their dance a second time is that it's even more powerful, more confidence from I felt like they were on tour. Almost like they had nothing to lose. You know, they just had this like confidence about them.
Yes.
Kiki and Jenna, oh my gosh, and her tears about missing him after the competition.
It was so sweet. And she, you know, she got very emotional after that performance. And I talked to her after the show about it. And she said, you know, it's one of the last times we're going to be dancing together. And she's like, I've just loved this. I've loved dancing with him. And they have this really sweet bond and connection. And he said, well, she's like, he lives in New Jersey. But, I mean, he'll definitely be back, is what I'm thinking. He's got to do Dancing with the Stars or something.
Oh,
we got to keep Kiki in L.A.
Yes, he'll either be an all-star on So You Think You Can Dance, hands down, or he'll be on Dancing with the Stars. We talked about that. Like, he's going to get plucked.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, and I just think, I mean, we do need to shed light on the fact that he is the only non-contemporary dancer in the top 4.
And he chose to do contemporary, which is amazing.
But he's just, my point is to that is that we know that contemporary dance is so strong traditionally, but like, look at him. Look at him. Maybe he'll break the curse.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's saying Lex. I know that we said, oh, Lex is going to win. I don't know. After this show, I just feel like my mind is a little bit swayed. I'm not going to lie. And hearing everybody's reaction, could you hear it in the studio audience? Everyone was just freaking out over Kiki. I mean, more so than the past. So I don't know.
We'll see. We have some people in the group chat that are saying that they voted Kiki. But we also have some Lex supporters too, so it'll be a toss-up.
He was just, I feel like Kiki was just extremely strong. But again, I think that's because we saw just this full gamut. We saw the ballroom, we saw contemporary, we saw hip-hop.
Right.
And whoop, wow.
Whoop, wow.
Whoop, wow. And then, oh my gosh, so their magnetic connection is just nonstop. The solos were incredible tonight. We saw Koine and Marco. I'm spitting marbles out tonight. Choosing their African jazz as their favorite.
Yes.
What did you think about that choice?
I loved it because, to be honest, that was, for me, the most memorable dance that they've done together. I liked their first week. They did that kind of Coachella-y vibe outfit. But I think that in terms of being memorable, that was the most memorable for me. And I'm glad that they did it again. I thought it was even better than the first time. So.
Yes, again, I couldn't agree more. All 4 of these dances were, the second time was just so much better. But they... My goodness, I felt like they had to have picked this dance. Like you said, it was so memorable. And then the shapes that they created with this. And I mean, there wasn't really music. I mean, they had to come at it from just a different place in terms of their dance style. So, wow. Yeah. Knocked it out of the park. And man, Sean Cheeseman, can't say enough about his choreography either. I mean, that was... Yeah, he's a genius. Next level. He's a genius. My goodness. Then we moved into our group all-star dance.
That is right.
By Koine and Mari. There's Koine and Koine. They were stellar. So I'm watching them and I'm thinking, okay, I have World of Dance on my mind. Can the 10 of them, the all-stars, just like combine together and be like a crew and just go compete for World Dance, because they are a force.
That's a good point. That would be really interesting.
They are a force.
You're so right. And if you have good choreographers, I mean, even if they took, honestly, if they took the opening number from tonight, which I even loved more, I feel like they would be on the show.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know what? That's a really good point. Why don't they do that?
I don't know. Well,
I don't know if they like to
put it
switch
out there.
over, but
Right,
also
I'm
we
sure.
saw Fiction do
We
that.
did.
So I'm not sure.
We did. I don't think there's any rules against it. And I
Right.
mean, I like joked around with Allison and Twitch about doing a Boss Family,
Yeah.
you know, deal on World of Dance. But I don't know. I for some reason, it was coming to my head when I was watching them dance. I was like, they are a crew. Like
Yeah,
they
you're
could
so
literally
right.
sell themselves as just a crew. It was so good.
You're so right.
So good, stellar. And then Koine and Taylor. Okay, this girl power routine
Oh,
by Mandy Moore.
they were so hot.
Wow.
Those outfits and the dancing.
Perfect blend of sophistication and sultry. Like
Right.
I was so compelled the entire dance.
Right, and just girl power all the way. I loved it.
And I loved that they were commenting, the judges were commenting about the Bob Fosse moves, which we know are also just so subtle, but oh my gosh, they delivered every single move perfectly.
Right, it was incredible.
No gaps.
Yeah. No, that was so cute, and it was, you know, Robert was saying they just looked phenomenal. We saw them come out of the dressing room, Marco, and he saw them, and we're like, what? This is insane! These are our partners.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they looked incredible, and they danced incredible, and they were confident, and
Oh man.
it was awesome.
And their turn sequence, the pirouette turn sequence.
Yeah, which is stressful. If you've ever done those,
with other teammates.
that is
yes.
not easy.
Right?
But they did it.
They
They did
delivered.
it. They pulled it off. I could see that they were a little stressed about it, but it worked. So
Well,
paid
it's
off.
funny because we see the rehearsal process and we're like, are they going to get it? Are they going to
Yeah,
get it?
yeah.
And then they did. And we have to think about, too, they have
different heights
way different size.
and different
So,
legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different leg height, size. Yeah, right. That's
Right. So, I mean, I feel like for what that was, it was phenomenal. Great
Yeah.
job, ladies.
Nice.
Stellar work as
Amazing,
usual. Now, Kiki and Lex. So we had a battle of the sexes. So let's just say that.
Oh, yes.
We
we
had
did.
our Koine and Taylor and our Kiki and our Lex battle of the sexes. That was adorable too, by the way, in a little
Yes.
package.
It was
They're
so
like,
cute.
How I think Lex was like, "Oh, you're top 2 right here."
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes.
Battle it
For
out.
the sexes. But I don't know. Let's see on the feed. Do we think it was girl power versus the bromance?
Yeah, what do you guys think? Okay, Kiki and Lex is the bromance, their
Yes.
hip hop routine, or did you like Taylor and Koine? Which one do you
girl
think
power.
worked? I mean,
Right?
should we be honest about our answer though?
Ooh.
Because I love the girls, but Kiki and Lex,
Yes.
that routine
Yes.
was incredible.
I would actually be team bromance too.
Sorry, I love those. I mean,
No,
it's
they
girl
are.
power all the way.
No, but
that routine that they did,
I can't even. And then,
Kiki doing hip hop.
I was just gonna say the fact that they showed his package from the Academy Week.
Yes.
I was like, okay. You know, the whole time I was thinking, like, man, Kiki with hip hop, are they really going to do this to him? You know,
Yeah.
on the second to last show, right?
Right.
He was unbelievable. I just feel like I was
Unbelievable.
watching a different dancer this entire show.
Yes.
But I mean, like, I found myself watching him more than Lex through the entire dance.
Me too, because I was actually like subtly waiting for like an awkward moment, and it never came. He is awesome.
They
He
were
did-
so good together.
Oh my gosh! And I loved that he threw in ballroom moves.
Yes, but they were
And-
pop locking in sync. I mean, there
for
was some
sure.
synchronization happening there.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
incredible.
gosh.
I loved
But no,
it. What
I-
did you guys think?
I love our participation of our fans here, so we would love to hear what you have to say because that was fun.
Yes.
What a
Oh my gosh, that was
delight.
awesome.
Woo!
Yeah, I know. I was so proud of Kiki. Always proud of him. He's so great.
I have been so hard on him this entire season. I mean, the entire season. I've just been like, oh, I don't get the hype. Thank you for proving me wrong. Thank you so much.
Don't
Appreciate
prove you
it.
wrong.
Hey, I'm a girl who can say I was wrong, and I was wrong because he was phenomenal. I mean, he just proved why he was there. Obviously, Lex. I mean, this was out of both of their genres, and they
Right.
both just pow pow pow. Just every move was perfect.
Yeah, it was
great.
incredible. I mean, Lex is stellar at almost everything he does.
Yeah.
But Kiki, I mean, man, I can't even talk enough about it. And they looked so great in those black outfits. The
Yeah.
pleather.
The pleather. Ooh, look at him shine.
Look at them shining. Yeah,
So
the group
good.
chat might be leaning towards Lex and Kiki.
Yes, yes. All right, all right. Well, I don't know. I mean, what
Both of them were great.
Yes,
Can't discount it either. But
right. But I think that, you know, you just look at, obviously, jazz, you know, with the girls, it was just sort of in their forte, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But hip hop with a contemporary dancer and a Latin ballroom dancer is just a little bit more of a leap, if you will.
Right, right.
So it was so much fun to watch. Oh, loved
Yeah.
it. And then, oh, Robert and Taylor. Okay, well, we can't speak enough about the fact that they chose the Travis Wall contemporary. Of course they did. So their first dance, if you're just catching up with us, shame on you. And I'm just kidding. But the first dance of the season, wow, this dance was talked about by everyone. I think still talked about.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the first time they did it, I thought, you know, it's the best routine I've ever seen. I saw it live, and then I saw it online. I kept repeating it. It was incredible.
Yes.
And then I saw it again Monday live, and it was even better. It was even better!
And I don't even know how that could be because it was so good the first time, but the second time was...
Right. Well, and we talked to them
so powerful.
Backstage after the show, and they said, you know, now we're even closer than we were that first show. We've been through so much. It just makes more sense. We know each other more. And, you know,
and when you think about the whole style of this dance, there's the risk, the trust, you know, the connection. And like you just said, they've had this whole season to be able to connect and sort of, you know, put that emotion on the dance floor. And she just released every bit of control. Like, this was just so, their connection was so palpable. Oh my gosh.
It was incredible. And I'm sure... yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact that they got through these dances, I mean, we're only on number 9, but the fact that they got through all these dances and performed at the high quality that they did, I mean, wow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, this is one of those dances I even wrote in my notes that just even the second time was just beyond next level. It was so professional. It was so clean, so crisp. There was just a level of confidence. And even just in Taylor's dancing, I mean, obviously Robert, it was just incredible and there for her 100%, but we're voting on Taylor. But she was just so, she was immersed in it, you know? You can put them side by side and you can tell that the first time was, you know, it was competition, her first dance, she was nervous. This to me was just all around perfection.
Right. Yeah, it was incredible.
And then, I mean, just thinking about in her package, so she was talking about how she was going to either go to college or be a dancer.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about for a minute what we would have missed if she had gone to college. You know, it's just one of those things, like one life choice can just change everything.
Right,
I mean,
well, and everything happens for a reason. And I thought that was interesting.
She's been phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Phenom.
And so a little bit of Broadway love between Lex and Gabby. I love this routine so much because it showcases the tap and the playfulness.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and I was talking to Lex about it. I said, "Why did you choose the tap number again?" Because he's had
Did that surprise you?
It surprised me a smidge because he's had so many incredible performances this season.
Which one stands out to you? Like, what would you have thought he could?
Well, any of the contemporary ones. I mean, even that the hip hop and with Gabby and that wig. I can't remember what that song was, but you know, I asked him what the song all about, and he said that he wanted to represent tap because he doesn't feel like it's always represented on the show. I mean, look at this guy. He's really just taking dance, putting it on his shoulder, and like, we're doing it.
Yep.
We're doing it. We're taking care of everybody. We're representing everybody. It was so sweet. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool reason even why he chose it.
Well, I mean, it's strategic and so smart because he just showed a library throughout this competition of what he's capable of.
Of course.
And again, why he's in the top 4 and could very well win the whole thing.
Right.
You know?
Well, and another interesting fact about him choosing tap the first week, we interviewed Mary Murphy, and she said that she was actually angry the first week that Lex chose tap because she said, "What the heck? Why don't you get eliminated? You know, if you don't do what you're strongest in." But she said actually it turned out to be a really great decision.
Such a good decision.
Now he's shown he can do literally anything. So.
Right. Well, and I mean, and granted, yes, tap was, you know, the primary focus of that dance, but we saw so much athleticism. We saw the personality, which is ironic because I know the personality was lacking. But I mean, again, as we've talked about the second time we saw this, there was even more personality in his jumps and his leaps and his backflip into splits. I mean, come on. You know?
Exactly.
It's never ending. Never ending with Lex.
Never ending.
Wow. He just, I don't know. I love that comment. They said he floats. He does.
He does.
He just like, he takes off and you're like,
bye, see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, no, he's great.
So good. So good. And then, I can't talk enough about Travis Wall. I can't, and so we're gonna go ahead and talk about Travis Wall.
Yes!
You have to interview him, by the way, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about Kiki and Koine's contemporary.
Yes.
But what did he talk about this routine? What was his idea about this contemporary? Did you get any info on that?
To be honest, I was more focused on him dancing with Lex next
Yes.
week. So
Oh,
that's
yes.
kind of what we focused on.
Sure.
But that I loved his, and anything, you know, he touches is gold. And he just won another Emmy, and Travis Wall is like really killing it. So, and what a cool story. I mean, sometimes you forget, like the first time he tried out for So You Think You Can Dance, he didn't even get on the show. And, you know,
and then he's
now,
a runner-up, and now
he's Travis Wall. This iconic choreographer who can do no wrong
I love
on
that you
stage.
said that to him. You're Travis Wall. What's that like?
Seriously,
So true.
I mean, it's just so cool to see, you know, people that are persistent and people that, you know, really have a passion. You know, it ends up all working out.
Well, to see his evolution from season 2, you know, like look at him now. It's just, but this routine. So it's funny because after I watched it, I was like, I just had no other comment. I mean, it was that good. So much emotion.
Right.
And what I loved is that he was saying it's not just the execution of the dance. It's about emoting and about being an actress. And I mean, they both were so good. And we've all been there. We've all been in the relationship situation where, you know, it's lost and it's good and then it's lost. And they just both, they connected. And
I thought it was great. I thought that Koine definitely was probably the main focal point. I think, you know, Kiki was used as a, you know, he was carrying her a lot and, you know, very kind of like shuffling her around. But I did think it was a great performance.
Right.
But what I was looking at most of the time was Koine.
Koine. Well, and I mean, I think it's important to say as well that without Kiki being that partner, being there for her.
Oh, of course.
You know, and that's the whole point is like the partnership. If he was not there for her, that could not have been executed the way it was. But so authentic. I loved his comment about contemporary dance bringing, you know, the authentic side out of him. That was just such a beautiful comment. But
yeah,
again, he just they commented on it being brave choreography, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, doing anything that Travis Wall choreographs requires bravery, and that's it was just arrows of difficult choreography being thrown at them, and they just made it look so effortless.
Yes.
Ooh, so good, so good, so good. Wow. So the return of Mia Michaels.
So exciting. She looks incredible.
Yes.
She seems radiant. She's amazing.
Oh.
How exciting that she's back.
She's back, and she's back in a big way, and I mean, it's funny because for her to not know that Lex and Taylor at this point are dating is just, it's cute.
No one knew.
No, we knew.
No, we knew, but like the judges didn't know. Nigel did not know. Mary did not know.
They need to be watching AfterBuzz because we disclosed it on AfterBuzz.
Well, we got the dating gossip here,
right?
But yeah, I thought it was interesting that kind of maybe people didn't know.
How?
So
again, they're not watching AfterBuzz because we have been saying it since week 1 or 2.
Yeah, right.
But
so cute.
What a perfect, I mean, just a perfect fusion of talent from the contestants and also the choreography. And I mean, anytime you get Mia Michaels, she's one of the most ultimate legends of So You Think You Can Dance. So
of course.
Wowzers. So we got to see their love story.
It was so sweet.
On the stage.
It was so sweet. I think at this point in the night, I will admit, I think that they were both dead tired.
Sure.
So
much dancing that night.
Yeah. So some things, like the one when they slid in, I'm not sure if that was like a miss or it looked a little bit
off a smidge.
A little bit off. But other than that, I was obsessed with the whole routine. I thought it was the cutest thing.
Right.
And, you know, it's just so, I think it's cute that like they're sharing it and Lex is like, I love her. Oh. Rip my heart out.
It was so intimate.
So
like I felt like I was literally peeking through a hole into like their intimate moment, you know? And I mean, that's what dance is about, is sharing emotion and sharing and evoking things out of your audience. And they evoked. Oh.
They evoked it.
Gosh, it was
so sweet. It was
so good.
And
young love.
Young love.
But yeah, they looked, it's funny because after it was over, they looked like they were either like bashful or just super, super dog tired. But it was from beginning to end, I think, just such a powerful piece of, like Vanessa was saying, they're gonna be able to look back at and be like, oh, this was us. Like, go us. I love that she said that. Go us.
Yeah, LOL, because Vanessa can look back at High School Musical and be like, look at us. Me and Zac Efron.
I know.
It's so cute.
Well, hopefully Lex and Taylor will be the first So You Think You Can Dance wedding. Hashtag wedding.
Has that not happened?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know if
Allison
anybody.
and...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they weren't contestants on the same season. But
right.
Yeah, but yeah, they.
Still.
Yeah, for sure. That works.
So
Allison and
cute.
Twitch.
I love when this happens.
What a great story. Yes.
Yes.
Romance
Yes.
for days on So You Think You Can
Romance
Dance.
in the air.
So yes, what a way to end the show that night. You know, and
Yes.
now we're moving into our finale on Monday.
I know.
And there's
so exciting.
so many surprises. And I saw on Allison's Instagram video that I thought I saw Amy. I can't completely confirm that, but Amy from season
Really?
10, I believe. So I don't know. I think there's just going to be some pretty exciting.
Oh my god.
I mean, if there's no competitive dancing happening, I'm excited to see what's going to be thrown in for that show.
Right.
What kind of scoop did you find out when you were there?
Well, you know, the biggest scoop was Lex and
Travis. Yes.
But I think it'll just be a really great show. I think that we're going to see, you know, obviously numbers that the judges want to see again.
Right.
And we'll see a lot of really new stuff. I just,
Yes, I know Mary had commented that they're going to pick their top dance, so
Yes.
that'll be extraordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, if Taylor and Robert had not picked their Travis Wall contemporary, they would have, as she said.
Of course.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see what they choose.
Yeah, what the judges choose, and
Yeah.
I think it'll be incredible. I think it'll be a really fun night of dance.
Fun night, exactly. I mean, yes, tensions are high, but they just all get to celebrate together, dance together, look forward to the tour, and
Right, of course.
so many good things are to coming.
Yeah, I know. I think it's so fun. We get to see like Mark is back in rehearsal, Kaylee, everybody's back in
Gang's
rehearsal
all
together.
here.
Gang's all back together, and it's so cute and fun, and I can't wait to see them all perform
It's
together.
gonna be so good. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. And by the way, Becky and Asaph will be there, you guys. So make sure if you have questions or anything for the finale, make sure you tweet them in or or if you want to write them in the comments here, we'd be happy to get them to the contestants. So.
Absolutely, because I mean, there's going to be it'll be interesting to see who comes through. I mean, it's going to be a night of celebration, so they may just want to all go celebrate and party afterwards, not come through the media line. But no, I mean, it'll be a treat to be able to see what they have to say, speak with the winners and judges. Oh,
so exciting!
Gosh, and I can't get over Nigel being like, he's just so happy that they don't have to be part of the selection process. You know, like what a stressful situation. They've gotten so much backlash on their selection, he said. So I think it's just gonna be amazing to see America's vote.
Yes, America's vote
for their favorite dancer. So who did they vote for? Please,
you know, to be honest, it feels like in the group chat that we're kind of some people like Koine, some people are Lex, and some people are Team Kiki. So we kind of have a spread here.
Not a lot of Taylor, huh?
Not as much Taylor mentioned. Oh, actually, there are a few Taylor comments.
Great.
So so we'll see. We will see what happens.
I love it. It's going to be so surprising. It will. I mean, I think that like we had said Lex, but I don't know. Like
you just don't know.
I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about it? Because I felt like you were sure like it was going to be Lex too. I just feel changed after Monday, honestly.
I think it'll probably still be Lex.
You do? You do? Okay.
I think so. I mean, unless Kiki. You know, I think that someone had mentioned someone had mentioned here that people could be voting for the underdog, so they wouldn't be surprised if Kiki won, which I honestly think could be true.
Koine. I've heard that Koine has been kind of named the underdog, but I think
she's cool
if we look at the entire stretch of the season, though, I mean, Lex has been consistent. All four of them have been just consistent. You know what I mean? But I mean, I feel like when you look at Lex's whole entire gamut of dances, I mean, again, he and Taylor were never in the bottom three.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like they were so consistent, but ooh, it's going to be interesting.
I know.
Here we come.
So exciting.
One more week, and we are going to be able to talk about our winner. Our winner, season 14 winner.
Our winner!
I love it.
We're going to try to get somebody. We're going to try to have a guest here next week. So
yes, that would be great. Asaph will be back. We'll have the gang here. I might have to bring some hot tamales.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Right? We will celebrate with hot tamales.
I'm down.
And then we'll see who's on the hot tamale train. Didn't she put someone else on the hot tamale train, didn't she, this episode?
She put
I know last week I'm pretty sure it was Kiki, but who was put on?
I think this week was Taylor and Kiki, right?
Yeah,
Their
okay.
ballroom?
Well, last week when Kiki was up there, she was like, "You were on the hot tamale train."
Yeah.
So Kiki, I don't know. He's like front row on the hot tamale train right now. He's driving the train or conducting the train.
Yes,
so
and he should.
who else is going to be there?
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, my friends, thank you so much for joining us. We had so much fun talking all things dance. We'll see you guys next week. I am Becky Sattero. You can find me on all things social media.
Amazing. And if you guys didn't catch them, we have interviews up from this week behind the scenes. So check those out. Let us know what you think in the comments. And if we didn't get to anything in the group chat, make sure you put it in the comments. We'll be sure to type back to you. And we love that you guys join us. So thank you so much.
Yes.
I am Tiege Dooley-Panko. You guys can find me at TiegeDP pretty much everywhere. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
From
Cheers.
executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.